Hey guys, what's up, man? Dr. G again, and I want to talk about something I heard. Something I heard on the internet, and man, it made me think. Most people have the mentality of have, do, be. And they're like, what do you mean have, do, be? They say, once I have this great relationship, once I have a spouse that treats me right, or once I have this body that I desire, then I can do the things I've always wanted to be the person I've always wanted to be. And once I have this relationship with Christ, then I'll be able to do the things I've always wanted to do and be the person I've always wanted to be. Once I have this spouse or this partner that gives me everything that I've wanted, then I'll be able to do the things that they want and become the person they want me to be. Once I have this business in life, once I have this business and I have these patients and I have this staff, then I'll be able to do the things I've always wanted to do in business, which will tie into my family's life, which will tie into my relationship with Christ, which will tie into my body. Then I'll be able to be the person I've always wanted to be. What if I told you that mindset is backwards? What if I told you it's be, do, to have? See, we were taught have, do, be, but it must be, do, have. You must become the person you want to be in order to eventually have. You must become the person you've always wanted to be, whether it's in your fitness journey. I want to do an Ironman, everyone knows that. Cookies and cavities is the shirt. I crumble cookies and I'm a dentist, right? Kind of funny. But I must become the Ironman already here. I must envision myself finishing the finish line, becoming that Ironman, doing the things it requires, doing the things I have to do every day to be that Ironman. To have the end results to say, I'm the Ironman. I must be on a spiritual journey. I must become the person seeking Christ, doing the things that it means every single day to seek Christ, to have that relationship. No different in relationships. I must become that person that makes my wife go crazy. I must become that father and do the things that father would do, that husband would do, to be able to have the blessings I want to have in every relationship of my life. My wife said something to me, it's so true. You can't rely on other people's happiness, other people to fill your happiness. You must become happy first. So true. You can want somebody, you can want to be with somebody, but you can't rely on a need. You must become that version of yourself. You must become that person and do the things that that person would do in order to have what they have. The best analogy I can give you is in business. The best analogy. If you want a multi-million-dollar dental practice, if that's what you want, I had this moment hearing that quote again. It was simple. I was here. I must be that person and act like that person in abundance. Do the things that person would do, that multi-million-dollar practice owner, so that I could have that vision I had. And see, my journey was in 2016. I made that decision to flip 8 years into owning my practice where I'm at right now. I wasn't doing and becoming the things that I wanted to be. So I started to change how I dressed. I started changing all my meetings. I started doing things and studying the people that were where I wanted to be in life. I started doing all those things that they were doing in order to have. I started doing all those things that they were doing, the people that I wanted to become. I started studying them, crafting them. What are they doing that I'm not? Envisioning what it would look like, doing the things, daily disciplines every single day to have that multiple seven-figure dollar practice. Which leads me to the last question. Are you the have, do, be mentality? Meaning, I have to have this in order to do this, to become this? Or do you become it first and do the things that you must do to have what it is you want to have? Most people have this backwards. As long as I have money, right, then I can do the things I want to do and I can become the person I want to be. Nah, that's not it. You must become who it is you want to be. Do the things that others would do, that you're emulating, that you're trying to become to have what it is that they have. It's really a simple message. It's a simple concept and we have it all wrong. It's a simple strategy, and maybe it ties in biblically. In order for you to be and do to have what they have, it starts with a vision, and the Bible says, think, speak, do. It starts with a vision. Speak it out loud. Become what it is that you want to become. Say it out loud. Write it in your journals, and then do the things that the people that have what you want to have do. See, what's amazing to me is when you have that mindset, and you become what it is that you want to become, and you do the things that others would do that you're trying to emulate, you will have what they have. It's how I got my practice. With $20 to my name back in 2008, which was $2.4 million. I envisioned what it would look like. I became what it is. I was doing the things that I knew was required of me to do to have what it is that I have. I'm not perfect. Shoot, I'm terrible half the time. I'm sure people will judge me and look at me and think, you're not always like that. No kidding. Nobody is. Because you always default to your comfort zone. You always default to what you've always known. But if you can just change your mindset just a little bit, changing it from have, do, be to be, do, have. I can't remember where I heard that quote from. I did hear it though. I wish I could give the guy credit, for God's sakes. I think it was in a book or something, but can't really remember. But it was important enough to share. It was important enough to get me thinking of all the things that I've wanted to accomplish. Maybe you're not in the greatest place of your life. Maybe you're stuck. Maybe you don't know what to do. And sometimes, shoot, I don't even know what to do. There's many times leadership is lonely, as you hear. You feel alone. You feel isolated. You feel like nobody even has the answer. But the thing is, it's down deep in your soul, down deep right here in your heart. You know what it is you want to be. You know what the end goal is that you want to have. So if all you had to do, instead of waiting for somebody to give you what you need, which is giving them control, which is relying on external factors to be happy internally or get what it is you have, what if you could flip the script? What if all you had to do was become the person you want to become, do the things that person would do to have what it is that they have? What if it was that simple? What if the only thing stopping you in dentistry was being that leader, doing the things that leaders actually do, so that is you can actually have what you have? If you change your mindset from that, if you change how you look at things, if you go from what we all do, if I have this, I can do that, to become this. If you become it and do the things that other people have done to do it, you can have what they have. Look, man, simple message. Whether you listen or not, doesn't matter. Whether you want to hear me or not, doesn't really matter. Whether you believe what I'm saying, doesn't matter. Do me a favor. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Try it. And see the results that change in your life. They say you got to have faith of a mustard seed. It starts with a vision. Then you speak it out loud. Then you go do it. You get nothing sitting from the sidelines in life. You get nothing blaming other people waiting because somebody's going to pass you by. Go crush your life. That's yours. Hope this message helps. DM me if you need any help. Reach out to me at thedentistco.com. Look, dude, free message. Costs nothing. You want to change your life? Let's look up. May God bless you all. Have a great day.